Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pro League. Yes, we're back across the water and back with our good friend Chad. How are you, buddy?
I missed you guys.
I bet you did.
Yeah, it was pretty boring. There was a public holiday on Monday. Wasn't a lot to do. Everything's closed on Sunday. It was 2 days of nothing.
You didn't go trap yourself in a room for an hour and try and escape by yourself?
No, that's not as much fun.
Oh, well, we did all right.
Yeah, we did all right.
We had a team.
My hair is horrible right now.
Why are you always worried about your hair? It looks fine.
It needs to look amazing.
Why don't you just get a haircut?
When I get home, I got one booked already.
Do you?
Yep.
You gotta go to Australia to do that. You can't do it here.
I could, but I got one booked at home. I booked it before I left.
Should we talk about Counter-Strike?
Maybe.
Well, if that's the case, we do have Pro League tonight. I didn't get a full rundown because I was stuck on a tram for 45 minutes.
That's nice.
Alex was stuck in traffic. But today, we've got HellRaisers and EnVyUs. And then we've got NIP and Fnatic.
Nice.
I think that's pretty good. I think there's some decent games here. The EnVyUs one is me. I'm quite interested still to see how they do. We know there's some potential changes coming in the lineup.
Yeah, Sixer is playing for them instead of old mate Devil. He's been replaced. I asked MBK for clarification, so
it is confirmed.
He gave me the confirm.
100% done.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sixers in tonight for Devil. That's a big change. Obviously, HellRaisers as well. They can kind of play the spoiler at this point in time. They're not 100% out of it, but they've pretty much got to win out the rest of the season as we see it now. And don't forget, of course, I did mention NIP Fnatic. Swedish rivalry, always a good one to watch. Fnatic looking better. They had a decent performance, I think it's fair to say, in New York as well in the Swiss format.
Yep.
So as I say, HellRaisers 9-9. We think that's about the threshold to get into the top 6. You can't lose any more than 9. So Astralis at 11-11, probably not going to be there. Na'Vi starting to get close, despite their, I think it was 7-1 start on the season.
Yeah, I think the real concern, or like not the concern, but the benchmark is NIP. So if they win tonight in a 2-0 fashion, that kind of sets the limit for everybody else to try and, you know, get around that mark. It's too close to call at the moment. I think we're going to have to wait until like the last 2 days. And on the last day of this league, we get to see everybody going head to head at the same time. So it keeps it exciting.
Yeah, it's like wildcard night.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I think it's going to be really cool. I agree. And obviously Envy's in there with only 7 losses. That's better than about 4 teams ahead of them. So they should be in a decent position. I totally missed what you just said, Henning.
Roster's next.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
see?
I got it.
I can do this. There's a button for that.
We're giving away all the trade secrets.
It's all right. We're real professionals. Roster's next. So this, I mean, we did say that the interesting one is that Sixer is in. Obviously, Angel Bondic, Dead Fox. Dead Fox is a talking point without a doubt for HellRaisers. He's been, I think, quite magnificent in his role coming into the AWP, replacing Oscar, obviously. Sticko and Zero, but Apex, Happy, Kenny, MBK, Sixer. Let's talk Sixer and Devil.
Each team have a number. Each team have a number, right? Sixer and Zero. That's exciting, isn't that?
Is that 0-6 or 60?
Probably 60. Yeah, that's how intense the game's going to be. 60 out of 100.
That's not that intense.
It's relatively intense.
Maybe for Renegades, that's why you guys never did that well.
Oh, okay. So I wrote a whole page of notes, so I'm ready to talk. What do you want to talk about exactly? Want to start with Sixer?
Let's start with Sixer. I think that's a big talking point. Everyone's going to touch. So obviously he stepped in for them last time they were at Star Ladder.
Did someone just...
Henry's mic was in my... Don't worry about it.
Okay. So just having a quick look at my notes here. Sixer, he played for them at Star Ladder, like you just said. He subbed for them there in place of MBK, not in place of Devil. So he was doing that because Nathan went to a wedding, I believe. That's why he had to take that place. The issue is, with the Sixer edition, that it's so new and they need this W. So the team has a lot they have to build on right now. So this player, Sixer, he's 25 years old. He's the oldest player in the team. He's been playing professional Counter-Strike since 2008. Like, he played in ESWCs and stuff back then in the French scene as in 1.6. We know the majority of these players in this roster from Source. He's a 1.6er coming into the Source majority right now. So that's a pretty big change for these guys. They've stayed pretty loyal to either, like, you know, people who have played Source in the past or pure CSGO players over the years. So I think the good thing with Sixer is his experience. Like I said, he's the oldest player in the team, and watching him at Star Ladder when they had the player cameras up, he looked pretty hype, you know, like he looked like a positive influence on the team. And if they can have that, somebody there hyping them up, you know, doing all the high fives and all that kind of stuff, and he can be consistent, it's going to be a good addition for the team. I think with Devil, maybe there was more of a mental edge as opposed to, you know, he wasn't performing fantastically, but it looked like the team was okay with that. The team still functioned, even though he wasn't fragging consistently. But if they can lift the mood with Sixer, I think we're going to see good things. Yeah,
because, I mean, Devil was the brunt of a lot of jokes, let's be honest. He never really fit into the same role that he wanted to play on LDLC. We saw toward the end they started to shift the role. I thought there was encouragement from the Star Ladder performance, but in talking to some of them about their post-match briefing, they weren't even 100% committed to the fact that they were satisfied switching their roles to make room for him in that sense, if that makes any sense at all. Sixer, I mean, this is the other interesting thing as well, is all the changes that we saw in the French shuffle that wasn't sort of the incestuous shuffle, was bringing in players from LDLC, right? This is the
yeah.
first one. Now it's Millennium that they go to. So this is also ultimately a whole different roster that's come in.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see. I think Nuke is a good map for them as well. You know, they've had good performance on it so far, and so have HellRaisers. So I think the series being Nuke and then Cobble is actually going to be really close. But both teams, like you said earlier, need to get these Ws if they want to have any chance to get into the finals.
Thoughts with Sixer in?
There's a lot for him to learn, you know, lots of strats, lots of holds, but I think he'll be playing Devil's role at ramps on Nuke, so CT side shouldn't be too different. It's quite easy to hold that solo, you know how to react. The T side's where the drama's going to come in, but I think I'm going to go with Envy on this one.
Well, our screens have gone out. They're not sure what to go with.
Out.
Their minds are blown. But with that said, we're going to throw it over. The Big Apple, Snacks ate it, and with it, he ate my voice. So it's going to be Machine with Henry G tonight to take you through this first lovely series between the French and the mixed team that is HellRaisers.
Thanks very much, Matt. Rocking it as always. Hey, darling.
How you doing, all right?
I'm okay. Am I the same height as you? Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had a little bit of a
I had a
rush.
stressful endeavor. I've only just sat down. Oh, that was so stressful.
You're okay now. We're gonna calm you down with some lovely Counter-Strike.
I'm looking forward to it. The grind never stops, does it?
It doesn't. This is
Counter-Strike never sleeps. Neither do we.
We got back from New York this morning, and here we are, ready to go with some more CS. We just can't get enough.
Landed in Frankfurt 5 a.m. and here we go. It's going to be Envy versus HellRaisers on none other than Nuke. And I think the guys at the desk did have an opportunity to set it rather well. HellRaisers have actually not had too bad of a problem on Nuke. It's actually been one of the maps we've seen them find some success on.
Yeah, it's true. I'm excited, especially now with Sixer coming in. It's going to be difficult for them to be a full form MVS. Obviously, they have played with him before, Star Ladder, but still, I feel like they're still adjusting to bring him into the lineup. But here we go then, Alex.
Oh my God.
MVS versus HellRaisers. MVS starting on the more favoured side, heavily favoured side of CT. 4 sets of armor for them, and it's going to be a raid boss to stick on the other side as well. They've only got one smoke to play with. I would suggest they'll probably go towards the vents with that one, smoke in front of the squeaky door, try and get the bomb down there and see if they can get a nice cheeky plant going forward.
Certainly doesn't sound like a bad idea, but it has been a rather slow start. You can see that already bullets have been exchanged, but not a single damage. A point of damage has been done. I like this angle from Apex, just sitting in mini, going to be the first kind of port of call towards Squeaky, and there it is. Bullets have been exchanged, and both of them are relatively tagged up. No one's going to be going down just yet. Instead, it's going to be MBK who does have an opportunity and seizes it. It's going to be Sticko who falls. Apex finds another, and already the bomb has gone down. This has been a swift execution, and talking of execution, goodbye Happy's head. He's gone, and it is now going to be a 3v3. EnVyUs are starting to lose their numbers, and swiftly, it's just back and forth brawling. No, Kenny shanks Dead Fox. He is indeed a dead fox, and that's going to be the first round going Envy's way. But that was, I think, chaotic is the prime word there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I thought it might be a little vent dive there, but they actually went for the smoke from Hut towards the main entrance. One flash goes in as well, and they're actually just going straight into that upper bomb site. MBK getting that first frag, and I thought that HellRaisers were going to fight that one back. They got the bomb planted down, comes down to the 2-on-2, but I'm not sure how that knife came in, but Kenny is still confident, runs in there, just manages to skin the fox. I think that would have been a better
that would have been lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're so smart.
That would have been better.
Oh, I'm a sapiosexual, Henry. I do love it when you use big words.
Sure, yeah. So
wow, look, is that 5 P250s? Hell yeah, I like it. Just aesthetically pleasing on the right-hand side of our screens then, as it will be HellRaisers just pulling in a little investment.
So in this round, you're obviously just trying to get the bomb down. You're not going to win the round necessarily. You're just going to try and do what you can in terms of a couple of kills, stick together. They're going towards outside for now. Actually going pretty aggressively as well. And you're going to see one player for EnVyUs, so Apex towards main entrance. He'll be falling back. He knows a P250. He doesn't need to actually challenge him at this point. Make them commit to a bomb site. But he's going in. Now this is going to be a bit of an overcommitment as he does go down. Kenny is going to get the spray down from the back, struggling slightly.
Kenny, where are you? Finally does take down Bondic and Dead Fox outside, but that's not without lack of trying from HellRaisers.
Yeah.
That was a little shambolic, but I mean, they've done damage. They still have an M4 in play, and Sixer, like they said on the desk, will be given the responsibility of ramp. This is what Devil was previously doing, and so, as they stated, it will be easier for him to adapt quite quickly and without too much additional stress. 0, no armor, no hope.
Well, yeah, no hope. It was a nice try. Well, obviously they're getting the AKs under third. They got the bomb down in the pistols. This was always going to be the objective. If they had got a couple more kills and got a bomb down, that'd have been fantastic there in that round. But still, doesn't really matter overall. They're trying to damage the city economy. You can see EnVyUs preparing for this. Kenny brings out the AWP nice and early.
Wow.
They have got M4 and Sixer and MBK and Famous. I can feel like words are going to be really hard today.
Yeah, I think it's one of those days.
It's going to be a real tough grind. Let's get into the swing of things.
Maybe those sleeping pills are still in our system.
They might be.
They might be. I don't know. We had a little adventure, a dabble in the sleeping pill life.
A dab.
Oh, talking of dabs, we had a great time in New York. Some dank dabbing for sure.
Save some for later.
Just to clarify, that's not the other terminology for dabbing. I want to clarify that was actually to do with arms and young children. Oh, God. The crowd, that's what I should have said.
Yeah.
Okay, here I am then. Rifles all across the T side. You're right, Henry. This could be a shambolic few casts from us. Double Galil for Sticko and 0. I'm ready to rock and roll, and it does seem like so are HellRaisers.
My microphone died then, but I'm back.
Oh, nice to have you back.
Don't worry, it's all good. Yeah, this is pretty much default right now from HellRaisers, looking to actually go towards Ramprom. They've got Angel towards Secret already. He's got there through the smokes that are put down default by the terrorists he drowned. So the idea is now you're going to try and split the Ramprom from Secret and the ramp itself and aim for the lower bomb side.
Well, look at that. No one has actually seen each other, but Sigtra and deadfox have managed to do damage to one another, and a quick trade from Kenny. Can't seem to find the second, and I can't seem to find the words. As now, HE exchanging. Look at this perfect implementation of their utility. Does lock Kenny out in the cold. He'll be forced to back away, and already HellRaisers have made a great deal of progress onto the site. Apex waits, though.
The snake in the grass, as you would say, Alex.
Indeed he is, but you only got an MP7. That's surely not enough for the range. It is. Nice spray control from him with the SMG. He's got an opportunity for a second, but Angel takes that away from him and hunting down a second. Very nice work from Angel. He did pay a relatively heavy price, though. Keep your eyes on his HP, as it will likely be depleted rather swiftly. No, doesn't stop Bondic from coming in and doing damage as well. All on Kenny then, and he knows one of them's low. You saw him kind of considering that P250 and smart to switch to the FAMAS for that 1 versus 1 now. He's already got 3 in this round, and Bondic's making it long range. This should be easy for... No! What? Oh, the switch confused me. Kenny did get the frag. Damn you, Rush, you troll. Okay, EnVy find the third. Wow, 8 kills for Kenny, not a single death on the board. That early AWP has paid dividends.
Yeah, absolutely. Very nice, intelligent play there. From HellRaisers to begin with, actually. That's actually a very default textbook strategy. Use the smoke to start the round. The idea is you're trying to give the illusion that maybe more terrorists have made it back there than just one, and you're trying to force rotations there. The fact Angel gets in the vents undetected as well, that was a perfect round for them. They get an equal exchange and Ramprom, but Kenny S, 3 versus 1, picks up that Fanes, manages to get that long-range low HP kill, and finishes it off as well. So good work from him. As the bomb was down towards the top of the round, there wasn't much chance for the remaining terrorists there. So we have another eco coming in, Alex. It's going to be stick on a Deagle. He gets taken down to 13 HP to kick things off. And Angel was decent positioning. If he can get a 1 DK, I'd be impressed, but...
They're getting given quite a lot of freedom outside, really. Is it just
fine, though, because obviously, you've broken the economy, right? And they have the bomb sides an upper and lower. Like, having it outside is fine. As long as you've got, like, Kenny S watching Secret, for example, that's okay, right? As long as you're stopping them getting to the key choke points. You don't necessarily have to take the duels when you know you're in a great position for Apex. He's overcommitting now.
Just as we talked about them not going outside, Happy and Apex just walk on out, and they, lose 1, but the damage has been most definitely done. A little slight upgrade for deadfox. He does go ahead and grab himself a 5-7, but he also takes a nade to the face. And this should just be a clean-up duty. I mean, what have they got? Just pistols, no armor, and so they will lose health incredibly quickly. And actually, same happens to Happy, as he's now down. 2 rifles are laid in the floor here of Nuke. And Zero, he's been in this situation before. He does have a weapon within arm's reach, but doesn't want to turn and take that risk. There it is. He goes for it, but already has to take a little bit of a tickle. And NBK, not too easy for him to pick that one up. And so it will be 4-0, as expected. HellRaisers, they've had 1 buy opportunity so far, and that's been taken away from them. And now it's a second. This time, though, there will be an AWP on the T side.
Yeah, obviously that first gun round, if you want to call it that, was with the AKs, and obviously the AWP's not going to be available in that one. This time, deadfox, he was brought into the team to replace Oscar, of course, and he is a very proficient AWPer himself. So this is when it really begins the game.
So what's his responsibility there? T side AWP. I know a lot of people actually suggest you don't necessarily need an AWP.
You definitely don't need one, but if you've got someone like deadfox who's very good at opening the map for you, go towards outside like they are right now, and he's basically just covering the teammates as they make their way and progress towards Secret, maybe main entrance. He's trying to pick anyone off towards Heaven or CT spawn, and just making sure if any kills are received, he can actually give one back straight away.
I genuinely think this is the ugliest AWP skin in the game. Phobos, whatever it's called. Apex, though, has pushed up aggressively. This is stark contrast to what we saw from him previously, just hanging around minion.
Perfect.
This is so smart. He heard footsteps, and he's going to have all back turn. It's an absolute slaughter. 3 in quick succession. HellRaisers are tilted off the face of the earth. And look at EnVy go. It's now 5 versus 1, and Apex has single-handedly won them that round.
That couldn't have been better timing had he tried. That was absolutely amazing. Yeah, you don't get many lineups of that in CSGO, and he gets all 3 of them. Sticko, falls aside. Doesn't take too much damage, but still, he's going to be detected for now, and he's got 50 HP. The bomb is down in horrible positions. At this point, he's just trying to damage the economy of the CT. He can't really do anything to win this round, but he's nothing to do that. Happy finishes things off, and what a lovely play that was from Apex. Obviously, he's in the little sound cues there. He's in the position by the red crate. It all comes down to the timing. It's like it's hit or miss whether he hits it perfectly, but it absolutely nails.
I mean, had there been anyone on silo, had anyone behind him, he was gone. He was absolutely cooked.
That's quite a good point, actually. Normally, most teams will have a player on toward that silo area to stop things like that happening. Obviously, like you're going towards silo, then the catwalk, and you have him watching like towards Garrett main entrance and stuff like that. And if they'd had someone like that, it would have been shut down.
He's a sitting duck. Yeah, exactly. But HellRaisers actually come back into this one. Look at the limited utility. Good God, they've got what, 1 smoke amongst 5 of them, 3 flashes.
This force doesn't make as much sense. They haven't really broken the economy at all. They haven't got kills in the bag, and yes, they get maximum loss bonus. But I guess maybe they're going for a set piece. If they shot the windows out to start the round, because going for a smoke towards main. It looks similar towards the pistol round execution we saw potentially.
There he is, flash, and that's nice. Apex didn't have a chance. And here they come. It's going to be MBK's responsibility. He did well in the pistol. Can he do it again here with an M4 in his hand? The answer is a resounding no. 2 though. Up towards Rooster now. It looks like Dead Fox is doing a fantastic job with this UMP. We've seen some SMGs and some long-range SMGs. Dead Fox, another 3 in this round alone. Happy, though, has it all to do. And you said it wasn't a great buy from HellRaisers. They've proven us otherwise. It's been a fantastic just walk into the side, good use of the limited utility. And now, I mean, Happy, what can you do? Nothing is the answer. Bondic takes his head off, and they managed to scavenge 2 AKs out of that as well. Wow, HellRaisers needed that.
Yeah, absolutely. You've actually done a very good job there, considering the buy coming into it. Quite a simple up execution, a few flashes going in as well. Whereas MBK, you had the opportunity to spray them down, just couldn't connect. And it looked like HellRaisers coming out on top there in the 2 versus 1. It's actually the UMP that stole the show of the most amount of kills. Envy still do have enough to buy. It's going to be their last buy though if they were to lose this round. So a chance for HellRaisers to really sink their teeth into this first half. They still have the open in their hands of Dead Fox and 4 AKs as well, and a bit more utility to work with this time as well. So we'll see whether they use the same smokes towards our side. I would speculate they will. Like I said before, the idea here is you don't have to use them every single time. You're just trying to take vision away from the CTs to get them a little bit worried, maybe force a rotation. I think we just saw a player jump down towards the vent. I missed who that was, but still, that's the idea. You're trying to get someone to be worried about Secret as a concept and not necessarily...
Paranoia.
Yeah.
And this is the same execution here. They come, they're checking all the same corners, but this time Envy are elsewhere, and actually it's working out perfectly for them. Zero has other plans, though. Will walk on, not forgetting the bomb is in the hands of Sticko, and he's yet to be considering putting the... Wow, it was Apex who emerges from the fence. He's looking for the second as well. Sixer cannot seem to trade! Angel! Another full 3-man lineup. We saw it one just in the previous round towards Secret, and this one was no secret at all. Just sprays down 3 towards Squeaky.
Yeah.
Oh my lordy lord.
It wasn't the most glorious display of skill, I have to say. Like, you're just spraying a door, and then the door fell to pieces. There's 2 CDs had to be there, but...
Peekaboo.
Yeah, but still, it works out. You can't argue with the results, and that's going to be 2 rounds on the bounce. 4 HellRaisers here. Like I said, they have broken the economy of EnVyUs now, so going to be on to Deagles and PD50s, but still, this team very proficient with these weaponry. Maybe they can...
Yeah, these 2 rounds have not been pretty from HellRaisers. They've got them, though, and it has been... I mean, that was a risky maneuver. Not forgetting, had they conceded that, they'd have been sent back to the Stone Age with that round loss bonus, but still... Once again, EnVyUs are on. Well, I say once again, this is actually more of a first for the French squad. Just Deagles, a P250 as well for 2 of them. And so it does once again begin. HellRaisers will be taking this nice and slow, not falling for any stacks, any set pieces.
Why do we have an eco here, Alex? And I'm not going to overhype this one. You know Oscar used to be a member of HellRaisers?
I'm aware of that.
He's just been announced that he's stepping down from mouse support, so Nex is coming back.
Wow. Where did you just get that information
Score
from?
Esports actually sent me the notification. I'm not even joking.
Hey, the Score Esports.
I'm not even joking.
The Score Esports application, available on your smartphone device. Use article stats and more. Be sure to check it out.
That's actually true. It actually just happened. But that's kind of cool, right? Oscar,
that's insane.
And like, I don't know. They obviously have been... He hasn't had the best form with him. Gfinity looked very poor.
Oh, gosh,
And Nex is back, apparently. So a very small hiatus for him, and Oscar's gone.
Welcome back, Nex.
I haven't read the article.
Where does Oscar go? Gosh, okay, well, that's a discussion for the desk. We will have to dive straight back into the action, albeit there's very little action at the moment. It is just this very methodical play from HellRaisers. I'm surprised we haven't seen more progress from the bomb. Is this just them kind of clearing out?
Just making sure they don't take any risk at this point. Just stay together as a unit. The problem is they only got 30 seconds. Now it's actually getting a little bit risky. They have to go to the bomb site. Okay, Dead Fox does secure the kill towards Apex. That's a pre-fire for the orb towards the vent. There's only 1 vent to look at now, and the bomb should be planted there. There's got to smoke with the bomb site itself, so I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. If it does somehow not get planted, then they've got a bit of trouble. But they have smoke towards Decon, and Dead Fox, he's going to keep saving the day,
Whew, and Genny saves the day. You can see Angel actually cancelled the plants, and now time is of the essence. He's getting tagged up. Oh my lord, that was close! And this round is starting to come crumbling down. Dead Fox continues to save the day. Now 1v1. Bondic hanging out in Decon. And oh my lord, this round went from absolutely nothing for Envy to absolutely everything. Bondic calls the fake, calls the bluff. Oh, that was a risk.
Balls of steel right now.
Bondic is going to get the information, does get the kill in the end, but good God, Dead Fox single-handedly secures that round, but it was by no means, again, that's another ugly round from HellRaisers.
Yeah, the thing is, like we said, it's fine taking your time. You don't have to rush into these situations, but you're absolutely right in your spot there. They actually didn't make much progress at the bomb there, and they got themselves in a very difficult position. Yes, they got towards ramp room, but they weren't actually getting anything else apart from presence towards the lower bomb side. They get down there, they get the first few kills there, but luckily the bomb does get planted, so they're actually in a reasonable position, and we'll see whether they can actually bounce back here. Kenny S getting the AWP once again. He's only got glass cannon.
Okay, so we're going to be seeing some nades rain out. And actually, wow, Sticko does manage to hit Apex up just a little bit, but nothing really to write home about just yet. And this is the first time we've actually seen fast T presence towards Secret. Angel will be able to get himself set up, and Kenny's back is turned. This will be a slow start, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, well, the glass cannon on Kenny on Nuke is not such a huge deal because obviously it's lots of long-range encounters. It's very rare you're going to get naded or even have AK spraying at you, so it's normally the AWP duels that'll be going on there. Angel, once again, though, we've had this before. They went towards ramp last time once he got this position. It looks like they're going to go for an upper execute this time. You can see Dead Fox, he's got the Molotov above going in towards the upper bomb site, so we'll see whether that's going to land and whether his teammates can actually capitalize on this one.
That's just what the doctor ordered. Door swings open in perfect succession. They even seem to have a good flash to try and catch Apex up. But will they clear it? It doesn't matter because it doesn't look like they're going to be venturing into the vents. Kenny, this glass cannon, you said the long angles, but this will not be that. He's going to potentially get himself into vents. No, instead, does head back up towards radio. Zero's going to find himself a nice cubby hole to hide. And so far, so good. The CTs are starting to deplete. Again, Dead Fox with his sidearm. Finally, New Blood Sixer. Welcome to the scoreboard. Gets his first. Could find a second. Zero's back his turn, but whether or not he does choose to check it is a different question. Happy, so brave, delves into the smoke, and hello! Sticko takes him out. Just 2 remain for the French, make it 1. Again, quick succession. These frags keep on coming in. The retake so hard when all the Ts were still standing. And that's going to be another for HellRaisers. I think that might actually very well be the neatest round we've seen the T-side win so far.
That was actually very nice from them.
Yeah.
That was actually textbook. What they wanted to do, they get Angel towards that secret control, which he managed to get there undetected as well. Same smoke's going down as well, so he's forcing rotation and making the CT go down towards lower. He's going to be dealing with him. His teammates, meanwhile, they do the Molotov on top of the hut and the smoke in front of squeaky door. It's actually really nice that the flashbangs going in. With the way the rafters work these days, you can't actually sit above the squeaky door anymore, so you can't actually have that angle on them. They had a player behind the CT vent. He couldn't do anything about it. That smoke, the flashes were good, and they managed to get a really clean round in there. That's actually very nice to watch, actually. I'm impressed. I'm happy with it.
When Henry G is impressed and happy with your play, you know you've done well.
Exactly. Well, it's another eco for EnVyUs. After this great start, they had 5 rounds in a row. They've actually lost all 4 since then. So another eco here suggests things will be tied up. Kenny getting burned down to 2 HP there.
That was intense, and now surely this will be the end of him. Bondic may take his time, but he gets there. And Envy, they have really been unable to do anything with this. I mean, you've already said it yourself, there's a lot of long duels here in Nuke, and these pistols, they do make things a little difficult.
Yeah, all you can really do is maybe stack towards other side or get aggressive towards ramp. This time it's
run up a ladder.
Run up the ladder. It's a horrible joke when you try to get out there. Sticko just enjoying the free kills, I'm afraid. But still 5-on-2 now. Happy and Apex will be the last players remaining. Happy going to be coming from the secret steps. And Apex, did he just get
2?
Was that okay? I was on collateral. Did I miss the first shot?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Was I daydreaming?
You're
Feels
okay.
like I didn't. Maybe I missed it. Where's time travel?
Who am I? Where am I? Didn't see the first either, but okay, we're back into a full buy territory for, I was going to say both teams. Yeah, Angel will be passed over on AK from Sticker, who is Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah, well, the CTs have got maximum loss bonus now. So, Kenny S with the AWP once more. They haven't tried the double AWP setup yet, but that's normally brought out when you're either doing really, really well or you're desperate for something to work in your favor. I don't think that either is going to be accomplished just yet.
Now, something Chad pointed out last time we were having our, our intense Nuke games, where we had 3 in one day. He was talking to me all about how CTs and their Molotov management. You almost always need 3 Molotovs to have a successful hold for these fast plays, and this is one of the first times we're actually going to be seeing Envy still be able to cobble together those in Molotovs. You can see they have expended them already, but they did have 3.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, it's great to have them for executes, but also very good for stopping the rushes as well, depending on what kind of team you want to be. In that sense, you have to kind of read your opponents and what kind of play style they're bringing. But Kenny S, looking for the second kill here, nails it as well. Bondic just giving himself a little bit too much away there, and we're going to see this 5-on-3 go in favor of EnVyUs. All still available for Dead Fox, though, so that's important. He's actually looking towards that angle on the upper bomb side. But the thing is now, EnVyUs don't need to give anything away. They can wait for the commitment to come in. They don't even need to face the choke points at all. They know HellRaisers will be hunting for the next frag.
And Dead Fox is the primary one to be hunting. The Fox, often seen as the hunted, is now the hunter.
Yeah, good.
Thanks, mate.
You're always good for the puns and the analogies, the metaphors, all of it.
Just make stupid noises with my mouth, primarily.
I won't go there.
Shut up. Okay, creeping and crawling. Mr. Fox. We'll see if he can be fantastic. Oh, and that's a lovely angle from Kenny. Gets 1. See the cheeky Roald Dahl reference there?
Yeah.
And now that will be
Fox,
it. Kenny S does get 2. That's a clean round, and Mr. Kenny gets all 4. Just 1 scooped up from Apex as well. I mean, you know what we highlighted? We always find ourselves badgering on. Talking about Foxes, now badgers. It's Kenny and Apex that, they turn up, and so do Envy. And so far, you can see 25 kills between the 2 players, just 12 rounds in.
Yeah, that's great, but still, HellRaisers have got 5 rounds in quite an early stage of the game, and if they get any more, it's actually it's a good half already, to be fair. It's pretty average, pretty par for the course. They can still get more here, and we'll see. It's actually the pressure, I'd say, was on EnVyUs at this point.
I mean, especially given that they've lost the pistol, right? I mean, this has been a fantastic, albeit
and
slightly...
This is full reset potential for the CTs right now as well.
Oh, he has framed it oh so wonderfully. Envy cannot concede this round for fears of making this a very, very good T-side for HellRaisers, not forgetting the bias. Firmly leaning towards the defensive side here on Nuke. Onto Silo, they venture. Kenny could very well have a good eye line towards 2 of them here, and I like this. Again, it's just the tip of Bondik's head, and that's all Kenny needs.
Yeah.
That's another quick kill, and First Blood again goes the way of EnVyUs.
Yeah, 5 on 4, and that's the moment for Kenny has to fall back once again. Doesn't need to overcommit to that area. Very vulnerable towards grenades and flashbangs and that sort of thing. So just going to fall back, reposition. That's a great way to play this map as well. I assume he'll be actually heading all the way back. Actually holding towards Secret. I thought he'd go more passive in this and actually change position maybe towards Heaven, but it's going to be just holding that same area. In response, though, HellRaisers will be edging towards outside very slowly. Angel beneath the catwalk, Dead Fox above him with that AWP, just hoping that someone will give him an opportunity to take the next shot. But like I said before, once you have this man advantage, the CT side, it's so favoured towards the defensive side. You don't really need to face at this point. Don't need to take any risks.
This is a lot of outside control. Look at Angel and Dead Fox's kind of dastardly duo. 1 up, 1 down. And look, talking about down, Sixer is 6 feet under. Nice work from Apex, though, towards Squeaky. That's 0 gone. And it's a little premature. 0 perhaps showing a little too much face, and this is good read from NBK. Can he get the kill? It's actually AWP v AK, no doubt. NBK had the advantage there. I think there was even a CZ in Dead Fox's hands, and now there is nothing. He's gone. 4 versus 2. Another quick body to hit the deck. It was Dicko this time who finds him. And all on that aforementioned player. He's got nothing, and Apex will take the final kill. Man, oh man, these rounds just seem to be so back and forth. You're right, that was a risky round for Envy. They could have faced that horrible reset. Instead, HellRaisers are going to be on the, I was going to say, not fantastic buy. It looks like very little will be bought at all. It's just going to be P250 for one of them.
Yeah, EnVyUs managed to keep 3 players alive then as well, so they're actually in a nice place now going forward. They should be all right for the rest of the game, considering they're almost guaranteed to win this round. So yeah, it looks like EnVyUs will win the half here. Not much invested by HellRaisers going into round number 13. It's going to be Deagles and a PT50 and a couple of Glocks, no nades. So this is almost a redundant round, Alex. There's not really much to do with it. And Kenny S continuing that strong form as he hits another shot. This is the second, but he does spot them and doesn't have to actually give too much away here. Doesn't need to get himself in a position where he can be overwhelmed, but you know what? He doesn't care.
I mean, Angel, that was a dream, really. Glock versus AWP.
I've got him, boys.
He's got him, boys. 2 headshots.
You won't see this coming.
Yeah, definitely not. Kenny's just sitting there giggling to himself.
Yeah.
Nothing invested, but hey, there's a little bit of damage, and could have been more. Sixer fluffers his line somewhat, and there goes the rest of them. They will just evaporate before Sixer makes too much more of a mess of things.
I don't think Six has been officially announced as of yet. There's been lots of speculation in terms of articles and stuff. I think Vakam may be confirmed. I'm not 100% sure.
I've seen DK tweeted something saying it's confirmed from his sources, but I mean, the fact that there hasn't been an official announcement.
The fact they're doing this right in Pro League, you'd suggest it's almost 100%.
And it is, yeah, there's a lot to be said about this. I mean, the Devil discussion was something that actually, you know what, he started looking more and more comfortable when they gave him those comfortable roles, and just to see him taken away from him before he has a real chance.
Just won an event as well, right?
I mean, exactly. They lifted the trophy over at Gfinity, and now they bring in Six, so he obviously must have impressed when he did stand in.
Well, yeah, they managed to get to the semis at Star Ladder, but winning Gfinity, you think, okay, well, we've actually won an event. This is progress now.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's also an argument that Star Ladder did have a slightly more stacked set of teams.
True.
Here comes Bondik, though. Straight into the side. If they get the second, they are right on in. They swing open the door, and Happy, he wants to close it, sprays through the smoke. He wants to finish the job with the P250. He goes hunting, takes down Angel. Stickover looking for the trade. Happy is low, and he's even lower now. Nice, 2 versus 2, and it just keeps on coming. HellRaisers, they just seem to just hit the go button and then refuse to stop. Still 60 seconds, and Kenny makes it a 1v1 swiftly. 0 caught off guard. Oh, now Sticko does have a smoke to enable him to cross safely. He knows there's an AWP in play and will not want to take that cross. Oh, and I like this positioning from him. He's going to have an opportunity to, if Kenny pushes it forward, he'll be able to catch his toes, and he does. Nice work from Sticko. Takes the advantageous fight, and that's perfect example of how positioning does aid the victory.
It was a bit of a risk there slightly, right? Obviously, he's got to get out of the hut and then take that chance that Kenny is not looking at that exact angle. He has the 2 flashes come in, he takes his chances and gets on top of the hut. You're absolutely right. It's a really cool angle for that in terms of looking towards main entrance. You're on top of the hut. Because obviously, if he can see just your toes, the CT can't see you at all main entrance, right? So he manages to take advantage and actually win that round for his team. So it's 8-6 now. It's actually turning into a very convincing scoreline for the HellRaisers. They've actually had a decent run here. They still have a chance to qualify.
He hits that every time.
He does, it seems.
Stop jumping by that box, HellRaisers. That's the 3rd or 4th kill you've conceded.
Okay, well, Angel, he has his wings clipped. See? You like that?
Yes,
I
indeed.
think Matt's, that's one of Matt's lines. I've just stolen it from him.
Oh, okay. Damn it. Who was the fallen angel? Come on, was it not Gabriel? Oh, it was the devil. Satan. What's his name? What's that fellow? Lucifer. There it is.
Yeah.
God, words are hard today, aren't they? Okay, back into the game then before we start just discussing vocabulary.
I don't think they're expecting too much from me. You did a solid 18 hours yesterday.
I did,
you're straight here.
Yeah, that's what's funny. I did 18 hours of work in New York yesterday, and here I am in Cologne, Germany, talking about video games once more, and that's nice from Kenny. Catches Sticko again from falling. I don't think Kenny's killed a single man who's had his feet on the ground so far in this round. Ooh, I'm a poet and I didn't know it, so I thought I'd show it. Bondit gets tagged up, as does Zero. What was that? Damage done by Apex. Does go down, and we're back to a 2 versus 2, but I likely won't be for much longer because MBK does emerge from the vents, and that's a very scary position for Zero to be in. He even tickled the bomb, so they know exactly where he is. There is no real mystery about this, and as that door opens, yep, nice flick from MBK. Wow, a full 180 adjustment. It's going to be a 6-9 in favor of Envy half, but not too shabby from HellRaisers on the attack. We're going to take a very swift break. When we do return, we'll be jumping into the second half of our first map. I'm talking too quickly, aren't I?
You kind of jumped the gun there a little bit.
Let me slow down, hang on.
So, we will take a quick break, and we'll come back with an exciting second half, where I think HellRaisers may be able to take this first
So
round.
much better, that was nice.
Let's take it.
Hello and welcome back to the ESL Pro League. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling fresh. We've got Envy HellRaisers. Second half of our first game of the night. You've got another 3 following this one to look forward to here for ESL Pro League. Yes, action does not stop. Now, already, Matt? I just tweeted about Matt, that's why.
I've done it before.
You have. You call me Matt more often than I care to admit. Yep. But it is Nuke, and I look at that number next to HellRaiser's name. That is, I think, by all opinions, a very good T side.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, especially when you lose a pistol as well. Picking up 6 rounds, it's very convincing. They win the pistol here. They're in a great position. Tie things up at 9-9 on the CT side. Still absolutely no reason why HellRaisers can't win this. But EnVyUs still with a strong new team. We'll see what they bring to the table here. They're going to buy 3 sets of armor. And there's going to be 6 and MBK yet to buy. MBK has got a smoke and 2 flashbangs. And we're seeing a lot of this right now. It seems like you choose one area in the map, you just chuck in 1 smoke, and you're trying to go as clear as possible. You obviously go towards ramp, the division away from the CTs, or you go towards the squeaky door, or even main entrance, and we'll see what they decide to do here. The squeaky door seems to be quite a favoured one. A lot of teams trying towards ramp as well, and it could be a little boost from Zero here. Could he get caught out?
This is good. It's going to get even better. He's gone and taken 2. Dead Fox does as well. A double-double, and it's going to be Sticker who could very well finish it off. It will be. Wow, get Shrek'd.
Shrek'd. Okay, then.
This
Well,
is their swamp.
Yeah, we saw the little boost come in there from the CTs. Just gets there in about the nick of time. You can see them just coming out the
hot.
corner as he gets up there. And he gets 2 kills and Dead Fox coming in from the rotation as well. What a horrible crossfire that is. And it's going to be EnVyUs getting mowed down there before they even get out of the main choke point. So it's going to be the pistol. I said it was important for HellRaisers. They pick it up and they should be able to tie things up here. The HellRaisers have force ball into the second. So obviously...
Envy.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. HellRaisers... Oh, God.
I got you, man.
EnVyUs, yes. They didn't get the bomb down. And they actually get the first kill as well.
That was a quick kill. And actually, you know what? The bomb fell into vents, so it's not as bad as it could have been. Had it been sitting outside Squeaky, that would have been a dire turn of events. It means it can be retrieved from lower, but then again, look at Zero. Oh, pinpoint accuracy with the FAMAS. Struggling to say that weapon's name, but he gets a third as well. Very nice work from him. All headshots, despite the absence of Kevlar. And that's going to be HellRaisers, a very neat and tidy second as well. EnVyUs investing into that one, doing very little with it.
It's the thing, I'm not a big fan of the second round of Force Bar and Nuke because you do need the utility to get anywhere on the map. It's very rare you can actually be given the opportunity to find the initial headshots. Like, your options are basically rush up or rush ramp. That's all you can hope for. You hope you get that first kill. Like, if you're trying to work the picks of the Deagles, I don't see a team that's going to allow you to be able to do that. They'll just make you commit to the bomb sites first and have the crossfire set up waiting for you. I'd prefer them just to maybe get some smokes instead of the Tech 9s if you are going to force buy. But another rush coming in. They've only got Glocks this time. A couple of PT-50s there, but no smokes once again. So Angel, against the unarmored players, should be able to spray them down here, but they're getting pretty close. He gets one, and his teammates coming to back him up as well. The bomb's been dropped outside as well.
God, as soon as you said that, you can see it here in this round as well. No utility, and it is just a massacre. Just trying to take fights with pistols outside.
It's not really a thing when you haven't the smokes, like, especially when you've got no weaponry to actually challenge back with. They might get one kill here, but it's not meant to be.
The round is just a write-off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so difficult. That's why I find it hard to work out why teams do that in the second round. Like, if you're going to force by the second, that's fine. But maybe get PT-50s and try and get a couple of smokes in there as well.
Push ramp, right? I mean, that's I'm trying to think of the best opportunity for you to take close fights.
The thing is, your options are rush it, right? It's such a tight choke point. A couple of HG grenades there, you're shut down. If you try and work it with the picks, if the CDs aren't facing, they've got a crossfire, it's very rare you're going to get a pick there as well. Like, you just rush up, you're just kind of hoping for the best. But still, though, EnVyUs do come into this first gun round. You can see they're limited on a single Molotov, no AWP. It's going to be 5 AKs. And still, though, HellRaisers trying to use that bonus round mentality. They're going to keep 2 UMPs, 2 FAMASes, and an AWP. The AWP is the important factor there. Towards outside, obviously, a choke point that's heavily contested for reasons we discussed in the first half. And we'll see what EnVyUs bring to the table here. They have got players positioned towards those.
It's a deep smoke. They had thrown out towards ramp. Just give these CTs a great deal of control. You can see Assyria hasn't chosen to seize that, instead just holding the angle, and it will be outside the first port of call for the T side. Apex and Kenny are on this merry adventure, and this is, I mean, in my mind, a very passive angle from Dead Fox. Look at this, he's actually almost more towards CT spawn. Apex halfway home, he does spot Dead Fox, but it is mutual. He's seen him as well, and look at that timing, just finding cover as Dead Fox strafed one way, and this surely will favor Apex. No, oh yeah, it will. Oh my God, tanked him down to 8 points of health, and that is going to be first blood in favor of the French squad. Another NBK takes him down, and just emerging from the rafters is 2 from Sticko. Will it be enough though? Yes, Bondic seems to think so as he catches Apex as well with the UMP, and that HE is going to just narrowly miss out as he seeks cover a little further afield.
There we go then. 2 on 2, it's 0. Waiting in towards heaven here. The plant hasn't come in just yet. It's going to be in the hands of Kenny S. And Happy got himself on the raft as well. Very strong position considering where the CT's coming from in heaven.
And Zero had no idea. It was actually Kenny to finish the job, and now Bondic, no hope. 6 points of health and a dream, but there's a back turned. He sees Happy, he has to hit this shot. It's very hard to do so. Kenny can catch him.
Not the ideal weapon.
Wow, yeah. If that was a rifle, he was in a pretty dream scenario. Couldn't quite retrieve the AWP, which was his initial intentions as they went looking for, well, indeed, the Dead Fox.
Yeah, well, this is absolutely fine though from HellRaisers. If you remember, they only had 2 FAMASes, 2 UMPs, and they did have the AWP, of course, but they still have a ton of money going forward. They actually managed to get 3 kills off the terrorists, so they're not going to be fully equipped once again. This round is very important for either side. Whoever loses this will be onto an eco, and if EnVyUs do lose it, it's a chance for HellRaisers to actually really sink their teeth in and get the lead. Maybe get that 11-10. It'll be 2 rounds in a row potentially, and we'll see whether they can do anything with this one. It's a glill in the hands of MPK, and maybe another fast out upper players. Apex goes towards main entrance.
You can hear those Molotovs we were talking about earlier just quickly rain out towards both Hut and Squeak, and Angel, this is actually very nice. 2 backs turn, he's going to get the first, not the second. Apex, quick 180. and puts Angel in the ground. Now just 2 remain. Man, that was a quick round. Look at that. Bomb's already down. 3 bodies down for the CTs, and you blink and you miss it. HellRaisers wise to save these weapons at this point in time. You said it was an important one, and Envy have just stamped authority all over it.
Yeah, they only get $90 into the next round, so they can save an AWP and an M4. That's great, but they've both gone towards CT spawn. That's obviously the most common save position on the map. That's where most teams will be doing towards that area, and Zero, he does find the first ensuing terrorist. That's going to be happy taken down. So do the T's risk losing their money here? You can see the CT's dropping smokes as well. I think at this point they're probably pretty safe. It's a nice little position from Zero on the forklift, using that smoke, just using the little vision there above it. And I don't think the terrorists can justify going for it now when they know there's an AWP and spawn as well, and an M4 and smokes down. It's probably not even worth losing more weapons.
I'd like to see a new name in the HellRaisers coach slot. Who was that? We talked about him before.
John.
Does that ring a bell to you?
Not from me.
Jonta, okay.
But I can't say.
I mean, NKJ, we've discussed this before, of course. I believe he's German. You've seen him previously under the Mouse Sports name. Has been coaching Envy for a while now. Well, he's been present. We don't know how much of an influence he has been having on their game.
Well, he obviously can't really be there at the actual game, right? Because
I mean, he's watching, I guess.
Yeah.
Taking his notes
exactly.
in Deutsch.
He can watch and then give them a bit of information. It's not like he can call them there, right? It's not
Certainly
really
not. Yeah. Ooh la la, baguette, merci beaucoup.
Is that your French?
No, je suis anglais, mais je parle un peu de français. Un peu français. It's about as good as it gets.
I've heard you say that one line about 1,000 times.
That's pretty much all I basically practiced that, and une assiette de frites. That's how you ask for some chips.
Right.
And chocolat chaud avec chantilly. I would like some hot chocolate with cream on it.
Well, you've got the essentials down.
Yeah, basically it's skiing.
Yeah.
Skiing French. Chips, hot chocolate, and I speak a little bit of French. Perfect, let's go. Now, into another, well, I was going to say intriguing round. I've got these kind of weird buys from HellRaisers. It's going to be the UMP this time on Angel. We saw that kind of bite his teammate in the backside before in that 1 versus 2, and he's full white, but still chooses to merge through the smoke. What is this? He's face to face in Apex. Puts him down. Quick trade from Deadfox. Nice quick flick from him. Back to a level playing field. We do usually say this does favor the boys from Envy in this scenario. CT's forced to reposition, but no, Zero, that's important. Takes MBK and repositions. This is the prime kind of ramp play. You get the first and already you're back on the site.
Yeah, exactly. You get the information. They've got the ramp control. You take a kill down with you as well. That's perfect. That can't actually get any better for him. It means it's justified playing one towards the ramp, but it's actually him doing his role perfectly. So 4-on-3 is going to be Kenny Esto coming towards the vent itself. And actually, we can do something with this. The 6 gets the opening kill towards lower, and now we have a real chance to actually see a terrorist round coming on the board.
15 seconds. Happy not going to go down to Deadfox. That's one of the first shots we've actually seen him miss. And that's nice from Bondic. Okay, now 2 versus 2. It's a level playing field, but for how long? That time is ticking away, and it does favor the boys from Envy, all on Deadfox. And he saved their arse one too many times. It's not going to be happening this time either.
This must be an eco now for HellRaisers, considering
think so?
they saved his weapons before. That's how they got to buy around it. The M4, the AWP, and it doesn't really work out for them. EnVyUs, yes, limited with time, but once Kenny got towards the vent area, you can see that was pretty much round over. The CDs couldn't rotate in. 6 got the kill on the waiting player in towards lower, and although they had the man advantage, HellRaisers didn't have enough to finish off the round, so they're going to number 7 here. It's 12-9. They've only got pistols, Deagles, CZs, and a P250 as well. No nades, no diffuse kits, no armor, and no hope, I would say. But let's see whether EnVyUs can do something to actually maybe throw this one away as they go towards outside. But Apex, I thought Kenny got that first shot, but it was going to be Apex to nail it. Angel has been tagged. That's what I did see, though.
There is nothing you can do. No buy, no utility, no chance. I like that from Zero. We've seen him, that's the second time we've seen him boosted up, and the second time we've seen him thrive in that scenario. Does put an AK in his palms, but how much will he be able to do with that? Just on the trigger, but no Kevlar to keep him protected. Bondic is on the flank, and it looks like he actually could potentially catch someone with this, what would be a very long distance P250. There's 3 backs turned, and I don't think NBK spotted him there. Oh, 6 did though. See you later, Alligator. This round is coming crumbling down and fast. I like that Envy haven't kind of rushed and committed towards the side. There's absolutely no need to do so, and now they'll just make their way together as a unit, as a pack, and finish this round off with style.
Yeah, well, Zero's got an AK-47 at this point. It's not really...
Is he pressing save?
Yeah, I hope he would. He's going to be in that same position as he spawn. So the round is over. You can imagine Deadfox will probably try and do something with this one. If you can find an AK or an exit kill, something, that'd be better than what he's got right now. Taking the Deagle to the next round when they will be buying. Doesn't really work out for them. They'll be a 4th stage loss bonus. So $2,900 coming into their accounts next round. So saving the AK just helps distribute wealth a little bit. Deadfox goes down, and this is just Zero now trying to save in CT spawn. I think he'll survive as well, considering the bomb's down towards lower. There's not really much chance of them coming all the way to CT spawn to try and find
And is it really in Envy's interest to go hunting?
I guess at this point, their money's not fantastic, right? They have got 5K on Kenny. I think you're probably right. Like, if they were to lose a couple kills, that puts them in a dangerous position going forward. They know he's got an AK, so if they wanted to really hunt it and go together, if they got an equal trade, that would be fine, but they're so far away from this, so they're not going to be able to find him in time. So it will be 13-9 now in favour of the French side. With the addition of Sixer, if you just joined us and wondering what the hell's going on, yes, Sixer has fully replaced Devil now, to the best of our knowledge.
Yeah, exactly, to the best of our knowledge. There's been various forms of announcements, but they don't have an official stamp on them.
Yeah, we're waiting for like the EnVyUs website.
I want an EnVyUs website saying Sixer joins the roster, but we haven't had that yet. And so there is still just a kind of hint of apprehension around us. You know what I'm saying, though? Is that 8 ping on Sixer's name? I think they're hosting on Sixer's server.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Again?
Sixerhosting.com.
Oh, so that's kind of weird. Maybe the server must be in... Can't be in France, because Apex got 57.
Happy's got 13,
He's got 57 ping. Okay.
Sixer and Happy are next door neighbours, just hanging out. They're having a LAN.
Yeah, I guess France is a pretty big place, to be fair.
It is. Maybe Apex is just at the top of the Alps right now.
Possibly. Or using 4G data. We've seen that before in Pro League.
Yeah, I think Keo did that, actually.
Keo did that. He was in my series playing with his mobile phone at the internet connection. I didn't think that was a thing, but what a world we live in, Alex, and that can be a possibility.
Absolutely.
You can play from anywhere in the world.
That's so nuts. And sometimes I struggle to buffer a YouTube video. Oh, what am I doing with my life?
I don't know.
Still, let's have a quick review of what HellRaisers have been doing so wrong on the CT side, because it is intriguing to see that, yes, they got the initial 3. As you suggested, it was a very important pistol for them. But following that, Envy have had no trouble of kind of rocking their socks off.
Well, to be fair, the rounds have not only been whitewashes. Like, HellRaisers have had the advantages. They had the 4-on-3s or 4-on-2s, and it's EnVyUs stepping up in these key situations, doing very good in terms of their positioning and actually getting good reads towards the lower bomb sites and splitting the ramp from, and actually doing a good job towards the end of the rounds, even though they were limited on time. There's not laying in the shots. I think it's Kenny S who's got 27 kills right now. The nearest member on the server to him is actually going to be Apex at 19. So he's having a hell of a game. Kenny S has been showing some great form recently.
Does it get you excited? Does it like the rise of old Kenny?
Not quite yet. Like, I want the rest of the team to be firing on that sort of level. That's when we can see them, as you would say, Alex, rolling back the years.
As I would say, yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when I'll start to get excited.
Oh, classic.
Classic banter.
Classic banter.
Well, it's going to be a buy coming from HellRaisers. They are 4th, as I said before. And Dead Fox has got the AWP, so I guess this is why they took the pause, potentially just to work out where they're going to go with this one. It's going to be him on Glass Cannon. And he's got a smoke and 2 flashbangs, but we'll see whether they bring any aggression here. The thing is, right, you can actually do that on Nuke. There's plenty of options like to send 2 towards ramp quickly with a flashbang and try and get the first pick and fall back. And the same towards outside as well. You can play a little bit more pushed up, try and play in front of the smoke so this terrorist drop down. That's when we were taking the pause here to try and maybe adjust something when they're a little bit up against it. We'll see what they decide to do as we go into round number 8.
Dead Fox actually had the funds or the opportunity to actually choose Kevlar over that utility, but you said already that there is there's actually very viable. Words are hard.
Yeah. It's quite rare for a terrorist to be able to like get good HGs on you.
Yeah.
And if they're going to get a spray down and you have multiple shots on you, you're probably in the wrong position as an AWPer anyway, right? So it's either going to one bullet you with the AK and you're unlucky, or you're going to die to an AWP. So the armor is not as important as it is on other maps, right?
And we'll be seeing if Dead Fox and his utility will be able to aid HellRaisers in finding this round. It does get important. That 14 is so damn close to the magic 16, and now HellRaisers have a chance to take that away from them. Start getting into double digits themselves.
Ooh,
NBK he did show it just a little bit, and Dead Fox didn't choose to pull the trigger initially, and that's smart. NBK choosing to cross and jump straight into his crosshair. Sixer just staring at the corpse of his fallen comrade, wondering where it all went wrong. Apex has made a great deal of progress, though.
Yeah, this is really strong. So even though, once again, they've lost their man advantage, but Apex, the problem is he's got to nail this window out, so that does make a bit of noise there.
Dead Fox, did you not hear that? Did you not acknowledge it? He had no idea.
Go for the knife.
Is he going to stab him? Oh, he's thinking about it. Nice. Okay, didn't choose to do so. Instead, it's just an execution.
Shoots him like a dog.
Fox and the Hound. That film made me cry. 4v3. Happy again. Dispatches of Angel, a bit of a nemesis for him. And now just 2 remain for the CT side. These rounds, they do just seem so easy for Envy. Apex, at this time, his positioning did cause a huge loophole in the HellRaisers' defense. It seems like the Nuke of all maps is one where situations like this arise. Zero caught with his pants around his ankles.
Yeah, so once again, HellRaisers have this huge advantage to get the first kill there, and you can see the problem is, how is Apex getting towards lower? Completely undetected. They had no idea that was going on whatsoever.
What was his route?
Because obviously it was quite difficult to spectate Nuke. I didn't actually catch him going there. I assume he went towards outside. He could have dropped down vents as well. Maybe we'll have to get some confirmation as to what happened, but I assume he went down towards Secret and it was very quiet the whole way. We saw him using his knife to actually smash the window out. And like you said, I think that's got a sound cue towards Rampart more than likely.
You would assume you could hear that.
And yeah, he just gets that first kill and everything just falls apart for HellRaisers. It's going to be round number 14 achieved for EnVyUs. Just Bondic staying alive as well. They do have maximum loss bonus now. They're still going to be struggling though for cash. I think they have to force at this point. They can't allow EnVyUs to have 6 match points. So him with the saved weapon, he can probably drop over a FAMAS. Could be an M4 if he wanted to, so it will be a FAMAS. And the rest of them, I'll have to buy into this one. I can see Zero. He's got $5,000, so he'll be dropping over an AWP. That goes in the hands of Dead Fox, presumably. And yeah, it's a mixed bag of buys.
I've got some info for you, Henry.
Oh, I forgot.
Jonta, some info on him. He used to coach Flipside back in the Bondic Simple days and also does analyst work for Russian analyst desks.
Right, okay.
There you go. All right, back into the action as already Kenny draws first blood. This has been a recurring theme. He gets another. It was an AWP exchange.
Bomb.
Apex goes down and the 30 bomb has been dropped by Mr. Kenny. Numbers favoring Envy, and this has been just a little bit of a kind of recurring issue for HellRaisers. They fall before any progress towards the site has been made. Envy is still outside bomb, nowhere near to any of the sites, and the CTs only have 2 left. It's going to be Zero and Sticko up against the wall, up against the ropes, and running out of hopes.
God.
Freestyle.
Kill me.
Oh, guess where Zero's going, Henry? He's going to the... I think this truck is going to be called Zero from now on.
Yeah, he likes this.
He likes this one.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like some weird penetration.
No, I think it's just... I'm going to have a look now. I'm going to go zoom out and see how hard it is to see him.
Okay.
Set X-ray off. Yeah,
oh, you can't see anything.
Literally can't see a damn thing.
Okay, well that's filthy. Take note, viewers, if you want to save, there's the saving truck now.
Well, maybe we'll see it from MBK.
You really cannot see anything, can you? Wow. Sorry, we're having a look at that. I'm sure actually our observer can do it for you. If you turn X-ray off as well. That is a hard shot to hit. Get wrecked. Okay, Envy fine 15. Fortunately, Zero does preserve his AK, or rather M4, excuse me. I think more to be coming of that one. And now Envy have so many match points, it is absurd. It's been, what is it now, 6 consecutive rounds for Envy on the T side. Nope, take note, 4 of the 6 have been a bomb explosion. And so these rounds, like you said, Henry, have not necessarily been complete stomps. The bomb has been going down, and HellRaisers have been fighting to the finish.
Yeah, well, they've saved a few weapons as well. When you're saving towards CT spawn, right, the bomb's always going to explode. But yeah,
sure.
They're getting those opening frags quite convincingly, EnVyUs, and even when they lose that initial advantage as well, they're just doing such a good job in terms of the individual fragging, especially Kenny has 30 kills them. He's just completely mopping up towards every outside encounter he's having there. But we're going to go to round number 10. Money's still an issue for HellRaisers. They still can come back to this one, Alex, believe it or not. Nuke is one of those maps you can definitely get 6 rounds in around the CT side. That's not a big deal.
It does just, it's a mind game at this point. When you're staring down the barrel of 15, things can get a little dicey. What was that? Zero caught repositioning, while White Sixer swings in to keep NBK safe, holds his hand for just a moment before he has to let it go. NBK down, but still, intriguing smoke from Sixer. Enables him to plant with his vision obscured. This is nice from HellRaisers. They manage to keep things level and trying to turn the tides of Sticko. It's 1, but Sixer catches the tip of his head, barely seeing him, even with X-ray on. And now Bondic's going to have to hit the brakes. Molotov doing a spectacular job of running that clock down for the retake.
Perfect. Well, 2-on-2 now. They have got a kit.
Dick. He's to find Sixer fast. Time becoming a bit of a factor here. The double peak and Angel falls. Nice trade though. 1-on-1. Kenny's got no health, but he has got an AWP, and that, my friends, is it. Envy will take Nuke and do so relatively convincingly. 16-9 as it all does end up. And Kenny, I mean, we talked about T-side AWPs on Nuke. We said it wasn't necessarily that common, that necessary. Kenny's just proven what he's capable of.
Yeah, that's a classic Kenny S performance there. Henry, like 33 kills, I think, to finish things off. The thing is, I feel a bit bad for HellRaisers. They had a really good T-set there. They got 6 rounds, about a pistol as well. They actually had some really solid executions. They looked like a strong unit overall, and they just couldn't really get rolling in the second half. They actually won the pistol, tied things up, but then as soon as the gun rounds began, Kenny S just completely wrecking them outside. And Apex, great positioning, getting towards lower, and doing a good job overall. So I'm actually quite impressed with EnVyUs.
It's good to see Envy, and I want to see if it's consistent. They're going to have to do this on Cobblestone before I'm starting to believe, Henry. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. You see what I did there? Thank you. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it will be Cobblestone between HellRaisers and Envy. So do stay tuned for more of the same.
Analyst first.
Analyst first, Alex. What? I know you don't throw this way. You're normally the pitcher, not the catcher. It's fine. We're here.
We have an important job to do right now.
It's a very important job.
Anyone wants to throw to the ads?
Yeah, well, they're kind of important. They get us paid. Well, they get the freelancers paid. So, yeah. Not a bad performance. Look, Kenny S goes nuts. I think that's a big part of it. We wanted to talk about Sixer. We wanted to talk about Nuke, HellRaisers. Reasonably good first half, but then Kenny drops over 30 in the end. What can you even say about that one?
Yeah, it's pretty good by Kenny. We get a highlight of Kenny, actually.
Do we?
Yeah, I should have told you before we went live because they're going to give us the little thing. And they were going to queue, so they just queued us, so now it's going to come up on the screen.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're just going to like do like a third perspective of what Analyst Desk should be, where we talk about what goes on in the analyst ear.
Yeah, and give everybody the real inside
I love
knowledge.
this play, by the way.
Yeah, it's really good play by Kenny. You know, smart. Pick up the old Fammer, get that cheeky kill, then bring back out the AWP. I don't think Bondic was expecting him to re-pick. He's running out of time, so even if he got the bomb, Kenny could have just waited for that plant noise. He had to stick it, and he could have taken him down regardless. But that was well played by Kenny. It was, like you said, 30 frags, over 30 frags for that half, and he was just dominant with the AWP. I've actually, on the old Nuke, I've been at the hands of Kenny on, I think it was Cologne 2015.
He has strong hands.
Yeah, he's quite young, has strong hands. No, but he absolutely dominated us with the AWP as well on Nuke, and he's just a menace outside. He always finds the right angle. He's great at, repositioning. There was one round, he got a kill outside. He moved to another position, got the kill on the silo player, moved up ladder, perfect timing, got them as they were coming out hut. I think it was a 4K round. He's just really good at moving around the map and using that AWP effectively. Sixer, the man we were talking about before,
Yes,
he didn't have a fantastic
touch.
performance, but if the team's winning, I guess he's doing his job, right? He's throwing his flashes. He's being where he needs to be. If the team's losing, that's when you need to start questioning it. And it's still early days. He's got a lot to learn, a lot to process.
Well, that's the thing. It's his first day on the team out of many months to come. Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm just going to say it. So he's got time to adapt. As long as they're winning, that's the big thing. Like we said, it's all going to come out in the wash. Who's going to make it through to the final 6 positions? But right now, we have no idea where it's going to end. And they still sit against 7 losses, which is much. I think they're actually in the running to possibly even finish top 4.
I think, Envy, if they can, get this 2-0, then they're in a pretty good spot. They still have. I think they still have. Where was I? They still have another 10 games, I believe. So there's lots of time for them to make up ground and, get towards
I think
the
they were
end.
11-7 coming into this.
So they still have
just under that.
5 teams to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
So a lot of maps still to go in this season, and there's only 5 more days left. So lots of games to come.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. There's only 5 days left of Pro League games. We got tonight, tomorrow night, 3 next week, and then that's it. We know. So in a week's time, we've got so much action. That's pretty important. Do you know where you can keep up with all that action, Chad?
Is there an application I can get on my telephone?
There is. It's called The Score Esports. All you have to do is download it on iOS App Store or Google Play, and preferably Google Play because, let's face it, I like Android more. But you can keep up with everything, including the news now that we know Oscar's not going to be in the starting lineup. In fact, I found out from that. It sent me a little notification on my phone, and that's how I found out. So there you go. It's worth downloading. We'll be right back after the break, guys. We got Map 2 coming up. It's going to be Cobblestone.